Hi, my name is Robert C. Ayala, and I'm a real Democrat running for the Democratic nomination to stop the campaigns of Joe Biden, Donald Trump, or any candidate telling us how to live, what to ingest, or how to look. I may be imperfect, but I know what I believe in. And a real Democrat puts you and others first. A real Democrat puts you and others first. How's everyone doing today? I wanted to start out with saying that it is very good that Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina did not get hit as hard as the weather people predicted. That was awesome. There's probably a lot of people praying, and of all faiths and all religions, just didn't want their property destroyed, didn't want to, have to go without for a long time. So it's good news. There's still a lot of people without power. There's still flooding going on in North Carolina, is my understanding, in Georgia. But the good thing is that it didn't turn out to be that storm of the century. And at the end of the day, we should all be thankful for that. So, what do I want to talk about today? Well, if you turned in, the title of my comment today is, I want to thank the W2 majority. Yep. I want to thank the W2 majority. And so what I would like to do tonight is I want to thank you, America. I want to thank you, America. But Robert, why do you want to thank us? Nobody ever thanks us. Well, they used to thank us. Labor Day is coming up. That's a holiday. So let's talk about it real quick and see what it was. Labor Day is a federal holiday in the United States, celebrated on the first Monday in September to honor and recognize the American labor movement and the works and contributions of laborers to the development and achievement of the United States. That's you folks. That's who everybody's out here arguing about every day. That's who everybody out here is claiming they want to tell your neighbors what to do because they're telling your neighbors what to do for you. But beginning in the late 19th century, as the trade union and labor movements grew, trade unionists proposed that a day be set aside to celebrate Labor Day. Labor Day was promoted by the Central Labor Union and the Knights of Labor, which organized the first parade in New York City in 1887. However, it seems, according to Wikipedia, I don't know if it's fact, Oregon was the first state of the United States to make it an official public holiday. By the time it became an official federal holiday in 1894, 30 states in the U.S. officially celebrated Labor Day. So why do I want to thank you? I want to thank you because America is not possible without you. America is not possible without everybody getting up tomorrow morning and going to work. It's not possible without the majority slaving every day. We're taking Labor Day on this Monday, but really is 2 days later is all of your children go back to school. Your families are going to have to sit in and start paying for things for real now, because in summertime you can put things off a little bit. You can stretch your dollars. But now you have to work because your kids are going to school every day. You have daycare. You have Halloween. You have Thanksgiving. You have New Year's. You have Christmas. You have Hanukkah. So, as we sit here this weekend, I want to thank you. I don't want to talk about Joe Biden. I don't want to talk about Donald Trump. I don't want to talk about all the other candidates telling you how much they're going to disrupt your life and make it miserable. I simply want to thank you because people like me wouldn't have a job if it weren't for people like you. You say, well, why do you say that? Well, In my life, I am a real estate professional. I have a couple insurance licenses, and I'm an accountant. And none of those things I could do without people who go to work every day like you. This is the same is true of your doctor, your dentist, your lawyer. Everybody goes to work every day but the professional class. And I don't mean we don't go to work. We go to work, but we just don't go to work in the same manner with the same rigidity that you do. If we're 15 minutes late, there's not anybody there docking us 15 minutes because we're 15 minutes late, right? And we're not begging for a 15-minute break because we can take a break when we want. But none of this would be possible. Service to others wouldn't be possible without you. It is funny though that all the candidates go out there and they have all these ideas, but they never ask you. They say, well, you sent the people's representatives, but we sent a divided people's representatives to the government. We have 50 United States with 50 United States that have 50 different united differences within their state. Oklahoma is united in what they want for Oklahoma. Maybe not all the time, but for the most part. New York tends to be united in what it needs. Florida tends to be united in what it needs. So everybody has the ability to be united within their state. And then collectively as a whole, we fund the federal government. And so I wanted to thank America today, and I wanted to thank the W-2 majority, because I was doing somebody's taxes today, and the individual doesn't make a ton of money. I mean, to some of you, it might seem like it's a lot of money. It's not over $70,000, right? It's barely over 60. And between the stave off of having to put money away into the 401k that has been going up and down like a roller coaster, and federal taxation and state taxation, it is almost $25,000 before this individual can spend $1 of the money they make. And all of you are in the same boat. Every single one of you, the W-2 majority, you know who you are. Your nurse practitioners, your teachers, your dental hygienists, your factory workers, your car salesmen, your auto repairmen, your plow drivers, your truck drivers, your train conductors, your pilots, your airline attendants, your restaurant owners, your restaurant workers. All of us, we're all in this together. And so this weekend, as you're getting ready, if you have kids, to send them back. If you don't have kids, you're getting ready to get back to your everyday grind, because for most of America, there's a lot of people that have kids, and the fall is back to football and back to school and college and a little bit of, the same old every day. And that's good for us. But what is even better is when we have people who want to be the leader of the masses at whole, understand that it's the people that make the government. The government can't make the people. The government's too small. 1 million people to 340 million. It just doesn't work that way. But what we need to start doing collectively, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Socialistic Democrat, all of us, what we need to do is when we put an idea on the table, we ask everybody if they want to spend the money to do this. Because when you make barely over $60,000 and you lose over 25 of it before you can spend it, this isn't about representation, no representation without taxation. This is too much representation and too much taxation. And so please, go home this weekend, spend time with your family, spend time with your children, your grandparents, your uncles, spend time with your coworkers. Tell them that you're happy that you have coworkers, because if you didn't have coworkers, then you wouldn't have a neighborhood. If you didn't have a neighborhood, you probably wouldn't have a home. We're all in this together. And so what I want people to remember is that I would like, as your candidate for president, to thank the W2 majority. I believe you are the silent majority. And if you continue to sit by and do nothing, your paychecks will start to go where you have taxation above 50%. It's getting there now. It's pretty close. But you can't just keep ignoring it. We need to have the conversation as a whole. Daycare is expensive. Food is expensive. Gas is expensive. Everything you go to work for to take care of your family, to feed your family, to transport your family around. And these things are just becoming more and more and more as part of an elite group of people that have access to this. This is not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that we're all in this together. Today in New York State, I paid $4.69. It's actually went up since 2 days ago that I think I paid $4.59, but it went up. It has not gone down. Everything continues to go up, and nobody has any good answers. So the good answer that I can see is to stave off a little bit of that taxation. What I can do to help you is put your money, and this is ridiculous to even say this because, I'm saying that I should put your money that you work hard for back in your pocket. That's one of my core beliefs, along with freedom. But everybody else on that other side, and even our own party, is just talking about how much more you got to come out, dig a little deeper, help out a little bit more. There's never any help for us. Before I leave tonight, it's interesting. Whether you shop at Target or Walmart, there used to be Kmart, Wegmans, Tops, Big Apple, Price Right, wherever you shop, no matter where you shop. When you go in there, we're all shopping for the same thing. We're all shopping for the food to feed our families and to take care of the people that we love. And I just don't know how a can of coffee that is 10 ounces is $5. A loaf of bread is $3. But somewhere along the line, too many politicians have lied to us. They've promised us things they haven't been able to deliver because they know they can't deliver them. And so, yes, it's ironic that I feel bad and that I'm promising to give you your money back, because that's where we are in 2023. Nobody's talking about it. They just want to keep taking from you. But they're not helping you. They're not living the life that you live. They're not the ones getting up and running through your day. Only you are. So please, my name is Robert C. Ayala. I'm a real Democrat running for the Democratic nomination to stop the campaigns of Joe Biden, Donald Trump, or any candidate telling us how to live, what to ingest, including what to poke ourselves with, and how to look. I may be imperfect, but I truly, truly know what I believe in. And I believe a real Democrat, not just a real Democrat, a real human being who happens to be a Democrat, puts you and others first. A real Democrat puts you and others first. I promise. Please, if you have a couple extra dollars, even $1, please visit robertcayala.com/donate. And just $1. Help me send a message to Joe Biden. Help me send a message to Donald Trump. We don't want that. I mean, look, I mean, there's a lot of good things that maybe Donald Trump brought to the table, but one of the things that he really brought that I don't like is his penitence for Saudi Arabia and dictators. I don't believe that as we're celebrating Labor Day with our families and we're getting ready to put our children in school and take our kids to colleges, and as we're ready to return back to our homes and hibernate as a country for the winter season, what really bothers me is that over there we've got people who just, they just don't care. So that's where we are. I'm not going to be on next Tuesday. Spend time with your family. I'll see you next Thursday. And please, stop by my website, robertciala.com. Ask me some questions. I'm here to answer. And I promise, I'm always here to work for you. Have a great Labor Day. And again, thank you. I want to thank the W2 majority. I want to thank the American worker for being here so that others like me can have an opportunity to rise just as well as people like you. Have a good day.